Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another episode of Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. In the last episode we started going through Kanba Cave, and we were briefly reunited with Kraden and his two apprentices, Mia's children Noel and Rief. Unfortunately, Rief was an idiot and got too close to the vortex up there, while we were attacked by some stealthy scouts. And during the fight, Rief got kidnapped by this guy named Blados, who all we know is he's a commander of the stealthy scouts, and the mysterious masked man, who we totally don't know is, and they're going to drop him off by one of the exits. So we're going to try looking in the south exit while Kraden and Noah look in the north exit. And that's pretty much it. We also have to solve this really complicated puzzle here. Also, our Ginny are healing, so that's nice. Let's just push this off. Yeah, that gets stuck over there. And push that over there. And we push that up here. And we push this over here. Wow. Yeah, that was really tough. I'm glad we were able to power through it, guys. I always believed in you. And... huh? We walked right into their trap. Caught in a trap. Bop, 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 bop. I can't walk out. Because I love you too much, baby. Sorry. They tricked us. Well, I did trick you, but this is no trap. You're free to go. Then why ambush us, coward? What? Is it a crime to come say goodbye? We're just sad to see such great warriors be on their way, that's all. Never mind Blados. If he's here, I'm sure Rief must be around here somewhere. Smart girl. Maybe even as smart as your father, Ivan. Ivan. I don't like the way that guy's talking about Karis. It's like he knows her. Karis. I am your father. Sorry. What do you mean smart as my father? Just that you might be a worthy adversary someday. Now get out of here, or else I'll bring this whole place down. But anyway, welcome to the point in the game where I threw my hands up and said this was a bad game. We have officially been dealt with our first, but not last, point of no return. And I hate it. I hate it. There's no indication at all, in any way, shape, or form, that this is a point of no return in the game. And I would not be upset if that didn't have repercussions. But the repercussions are, if you've missed any of the first 7 Jin in the game, you can no longer get everything, and there was no way to go back and get them. And in fact, I had actually missed one of the prior Jinny. I think it was the Mercury one, the first time I played this, and it impacted the rest of my game. I wasn't able to complete it, and I pretty much gave up about 75% of the way through, because after this, it permanently tainted my entire view of this game. In the first game, you have the ability to go all the way back to Vale, no matter how far you are. Like, even once you're in Lalavero, the only time there's a point of no return is after you beat the final boss. And you're stuck in Lalavero, but like, even when you're up all the way at the very top of the Eyrie of Venus Lighthouse, right before you fight the final boss of the first game, you can backtrack your way all the way back to Vale. The game even opens up possibilities because it wants you to go back to Lunpa, if you remember. The second game as well, once you get the boat, you can go anywhere you want from that game. Obviously, you can't go back to the locations of the first game because they're not open at all, but for that game, you can go back to anywhere you want. And it even gives you a chance to recover some of the Ginny you may have missed from the first game. Not all of them, but you have a few places where you could get recovery Ginny that you missed from the first game. But here, nope. Doesn't tell you that it's going to stop, and it doesn't tell you that it's going to seal up the cave there. There's no indication. It's just going to be, oh, well, we have to look for the thing, and we'll meet Kraden later, and we can come back to all these places with all their encyclopedia entries and all their treasures and our parents. But nope. You're now trapped in this part of the world. We're never seeing Carver's Camp or any of that again. Maybe I don't think we have actually ever go to the other side of Carver's Camp either. They're going off on their own thing because that was a different like area. We had to take this detour in the first place, but like Patcher's Place, nope. The mountaintop Gomer Range, nope. Gatekeeper, nope. All that is done. And you may be saying to yourself, well, I mean, Dovey, come on. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's a point of no return. Video games have that. And I agree. Video games do have points of no return. But the Golden Sun games didn't. The Golden Sun games didn't need them. And the Golden Sun games were about exploration. And this game purposefully cuts off your avenues of exploration as an RPG. And it turns it into a linear mess. And I use that word in all respects. It's not I don't say it's a mess because I'm upset. I'm saying that this game turns into a linear mess. And once we get a bigger look at the world map, I don't want to show you guys the world map right now because it will have spoilers for areas. But like, they take the idea of cutting off areas to an extreme. And it fills me with rage to even think about it. And it's one of the reasons why I was really iffy about doing this game, because like I'm actually like really physically upset by the fact that they make points of no return and there's no indication and they just kind of crop up, and there's several of them, and it still expects you at the end to have all of your Ginny. Like, what the heck? So yeah, for the first like 6 or so hours, or however 3-4 hours of the game that we were through, I have no idea, I didn't look at the timer, but for the first few hours of the game when I first played, I was like, okay, this isn't like what I really expected from Golden Sun, but I can kind of get behind the music, and you know, got ourselves a different synergy and start getting ourselves different Ginny, okay. And then it threw this at me, and it completely poisoned the rest of my experience with the game. I can't say no fun, because I don't remember at this point. I had blocked it mostly out, but I had almost no fun with the entire rest of the game. Like, almost absolutely no fun with the rest of the game. I tried to go through it just because I was a fan of the thing, but this was like the final nail in the coffin for me giving the game a chance. And it gets worse. And it gets worse. Whew. So yeah, that was one of the things I was talking about at the very beginning. Do you like games that let you have clear avenues of progression and things like that? But yeah, so now let's continue on. I got one of my rants out of the way, but there are many more to come, so please stick around for that. But yeah. So if you missed the Elven Rapier or Themis' Axe, you're screwed. It's haunted! Burn it, Tyrell! Burn it! Look, a crate. And it's hopping. Should we open it? It's so bizarre. Ugh. Focus your fury on that crate and crack it open! Oh god. It's even worse than I thought. Hey, it's Rief. I guess we headed out the right exit after all. We found him. I'm sorry, we found him. You know, he should have like the Team 4-Star Mokuba voice. Hey, big brother. No, I can't do that. Mokuba? Who's driving this car? Hey, big brother. Mokuba? Ah! Hey, you're lucky we got to you in time, Rief. I don't think I could have stood that a second longer. It was like a coffin. Kraden and Noel were terribly worried when you vanished. Let's hurry up and catch them. Let's hurry and catch up with them. I hope you weren't planning on going north through the caves. Yeah, also, until he says this, I thought to myself, oh, I guess we're gonna have to go around. Nope! Because you can't use the cave route now that I've collapsed the entrance. I trapped you in the southwest corner of Angara, in a cage of my emotions! Sorry, glass cage of whatever it is. You've emerged on the other side of the Goma Mountains, so there's no going home. And you're stuck below the Kirin Mountains, with little hope of crossing over them. You again? Stop this nonsense. Why are you I'm sorry. You again? Stop this nonsense. Why are you tormenting us? Nonsense? Oh, there's a lot of sense behind all this. Not that I'll tell you, fools. I don't understand. Who are you guys? Now you're starting to ask the right questions. I'm fed up with this. You're toying with us. You're lucky I've been giving orders to let you live. Now you're until you've played your part, that is. What? Did he just say play our parts? We're gonna be in a show! Tyrell, for the love of God. I think you just let something slip, don't you? Yell all you want. You're not going to get anything more out of me than that little slip of the tongue. You're locked into your fate. There's only one way to escape the AJ region, and that is passage over the Kirin Mountains. Far too treacherous for you. Hey, I want a grappling hook. Oh, come on, those are so cool. Farewell, children of Vale's greatest warriors. Knowing that you had the honor of facing Blados. Just be glad that you didn't meet my sword. Are those their arms or a grappling hook? I can't tell, honestly. I guess we've got no choice. He's trapped us in AJ. But we need to reach Belinsk. But Blados did say there's another way going north over the Kirin Mountains. He did say that it'd be a difficult climb, though. It probably is for him. Did you see all those dumb cables they used to get around? Still, we should proceed carefully, Tyrell. That's not Tyrell's strong suit. What could be so difficult? I like how he just ignores that. What could be so difficult about taking some passage over the mountains? How hard could it possibly be? Taking the passage north isn't as straightforward as you'd think. This is the first time we've been to this part of Angara. I'm scared we'll get lost. It's okay, it's like a straight line everywhere. Don't be such a worrywart, Karis. We'll be up and over those mountains in no time. You sound just as frustrated with our predicament. Dobie Jr. I've traveled this area with Kraden. There's a town south of here near the coast that we should go to first. It's got the best margaritas in town. You believe me? And they serve alcohol to biders. Biders. You know, people under 18. A minor? That's what I said. You said biter. Shut up. So you know which way to head next then? Rief, you could have said something earlier. Earlier when? I say we head straight for that town. Let's get our bearings before we go over the mountain. There she goes again, pushing us around. Listen, you need a strong woman to push you around. What? I know full well that Dobie Jr. is our leader. I just figured he'd want some input, seeing as to how he can't talk. Fine then, let's move out before Kara explodes a gasket. So, may I take it that you're all right with me traveling with you? I would suggest that we head to that town. Rief joined your party. Yeah, I wanted Noel to join the party, but we get Rief instead. Because sometimes in life, you don't get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might just find you just get Rief. Anyway, Rief is our last elemental, or the fourth element that we need. He is a Mercury adept. Surprise! He's Mia's son, of course he is. The synergy he uses outside of battle: Douse, Ply, and Cure Poison. Douse makes a little rain cloud, Ply heals you, and Cure Poison cures poison. Surprise, surprise. Let's heal Tyrell, so I have to stop looking at that. Can we heal him too? Rief also comes with our second Mercury Ginny, so now we have Sleet, which is, I guess Mia gave him Sleet or something. But yeah. Let's, one second. No. Let's put those guys back. I just want to see what I can do to mix and match him. I would get Froth, Growth, and Cure Well. This, let's see. You'd be a Diviner. You'd get Prism, Plasma, and Impact. I think you're gonna keep those two for now. And if I trade that with you, Prism, Plasma, Impact, you would be a Defender. Your attack would go up. Your HP would go up a lot. You'd get Blast and Mad Blast. Yeah, I think I'm going for that. So now you can have those guys, and alright, I think I'm actually good with that. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care about what they have. Nobody's getting their own Ginny now because, yeah, honestly, I don't really care about keeping things neat. But now we can give him the magic rod, so he doesn't just use a stupid stick anymore. You already have a travel vest. So can you use the bow? No, because you're stupid! Yes, we got the Side Grenade, which is damages target's PP as well as HP, despite the fact that it only hit our PP, but whatever. And I don't think we have anything else to give him. He comes with garbage, so yeah, it's to be expected. And I think that's nothing else. Also, in the encyclopedia, yeah, the grip synergy. No, we saw that already. Yeah, so like the encyclopedia has entries that the game just never gave us, which is weird. Grip Crystal. This Janae artifact was hidden in the Kampa ruins. It must be equipped to gain grip synergy. So yeah, I'm gonna just quickly go through and get the stuff that we didn't get. Carver's Camp. This camp stands at one end of the valley that leads to the Goma Mountains to the continent beyond, but the bridge to Bilibin has been destroyed. It's like things that were updated. Douse Synergy. Douse Synergy. This water-based synergy conjures a small storm cloud that can extinguish fires and fill small cavities with water. Pretty sure we got this. Elemental Star. These 4 crystals held the key to starting the elemental lighthouses, were once sealed up in Sol Sanctum by the ancients. 30 years ago, the crystals were taken from the sanctum and used in the quest to cause the Golden Sun event. Growth. This earth-based synergy causes plants to grow rapidly, sometimes creating climbable vines to new locations. Move. This Earth-based synergy allows users to move objects along the ground. Objects far too heavy for human hands can be moved with little effort. Pretty sure it told us about this. The feathered Mendorak is what gives this invention its gliding pattern. If trained, adepts can use the soar wing to fly with high precision. Whirlwind synergy. This wind-based synergy summons a small tornado. Light objects may be blown away by the wind. The whirlwind also pushes the user back slightly. These are people. Alright. So yeah, let's now finish up just getting stuff here. North, Kumpa Cave. South, Harappa the Rapper. We can leave right now, but we just have a few pieces of treasure to find at this point, so... Okay, there we go. If we go in here, I don't think this actually leads anywhere, it just leads to the fuse. Which, again, like, I tried a really long time to figure out if there was actually, like... I said to myself, no, they wouldn't... They wouldn't make a permanent thing. This must be just them, you know, blowing smoke. And then once we get a vehicle, we'll be able to come back. Haha, nope. We'll get to that in a second. Anyway, this chest up here that we saw earlier with a cookie. It's a good thing the bad guys didn't take the cookie. Anyway, over here, since we have no access to the first part of the game, stay healthy, traveler. It is wise to keep one's mind and body strong. This beautiful hunk has restored our hit points and synergy points. He has a Wise One statue over here for no particular reason. Like, the game never explains why it's there, but it is. And it heals you. So, yeah. Alright then. Anyway, now that we have Rief in our party, let's get into a battle or two, I guess. And yeah, as you can see on our map, we're in some godforsaken land. Just want to go down this way first. Got new enemies here, the Mole and Pixie. You still have single targeting stuff. Use Flash Bolt. You have Mad Blast, so why don't you use that? And you can use Dow's Prism and Plasma, so let's get Prism out, why not? Anyway, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember using Rief, like, once I get the option. We're gonna get more party members, spoilers. Once I get the option to, like, change him out, I'm pretty sure I never used Rief again. So I'm pretty sure I disliked Rief, but he definitely did not leave a good impression on me. He seems to just be an idiot. I don't know. He's supposed to be like one of Kraden's apprentices and stuff. My apprentice. But, I don't know. We're talking through this battle because why not? Actually, let's get our weapons up a little bit here. We need to, teach ourselves the Elven Rapier and the, magic rod. But anyway, here is a cave. Ooh, treasure! Inside this treasure chest is nothing. Okay, that was a bit too easy. But now that we have Rief... You know what also sucks? No, we're gonna go on with this. Okay, so you know how there was like a couple of puddles around the ruins? Indicating that you would be able to come back and use them for when you got the water person? Yeah, those were all red herrings. Those were there just to tell you how Kraden got down there, but like, no, they were meaningless. I'm not gonna let this go. Anyway, we have Dows now, so it goes in a path, so that's kind of interesting, I guess. But yeah, we can use Dows to get past that, so we can find the real treasure. And surprise, the game is already handing us another summon. Lost Age, at least, I think, had perfect pacing in terms of like what it gave you, where you found things. Or not perfect, but good, better. Anyway, now we can summon Megaira. Megaira takes 1 Mars and 1 Jupiter. So it's just like last time. I think Megaira raises your attack. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. Next time, we're heading off to Harappa the Rapper, and I will see you guys then for more Golden Sun Dark Dummies. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.